Yeah, peace, family. It's King Simon. Um, just called a friend of mine in in Ohio. Not going to mention her name, but she's born. Today is her birthday, and today is December 7th. And you know, and I've always said in my numerology reading about people born under that number seven or number four or going through that number four or number 7 year, they got to be very careful of mental depression. Come to find out, I called her boyfriend, and well, I called the number that she gave me, and the boyfriend or former boyfriend said that she was suffering from mental depression. And I really implore people to understand the importance of getting help when suffering from mental depression. As a numerologist or a person that read people's birthdays and numbers, and this sister, she's born on this day, December 7th, and I called her just for her birthday, just to wish her a happy birthday. And to find out that she's suffering from mental depression, and it's not that she's not done this before. She's done this before, but people born under the 7th, the 16th, and the 25th of any month seem to hold things and harbor things in their mind. Or if they have a lot of number sevens or number fours in their mind, those are the numbers of depression, mental issues, mental problems, and also self-induced hurt upon themselves. They can do that, especially if they're suffering from those mental depression. Even people born under the number five suffer from mental fatigue. Not so much depression, but mental fatigue, because they go through so much. They got so much on their mind due to insomnia and all of that. So when I read people's birthdays and break down certain things about people's birthdays, I'm very serious because the numbers don't lie. People can lie, try to lie to me if they want, but the numbers don't lie to me. And it's very important. So this friend, who was a dear friend of me, and Paulette, I see my cousin on there. She knows the friend because she came to Jamaica. I won't say her name. She came to Jamaica with me some years ago. And Paulette knows her. And when I found out that she's suffering from, and I kept on calling her today because something wasn't right. It felt my spirit said to call this sister, and to find out that she's suffering from mental depression is it's not good. I don't feel good that her ex-boyfriend, whoever he is, who still has her number, is telling me he don't know where she is, but she fell under mental depression in some form or fashion. And she did reach out to me, and I did give her a reading and started breaking down because what is happening, because she is in this what year she's in. She's in a number 1 year going into a number 2 year, which deals with sensitivities and relationship issues and what have you. And then she being a number 7, born on December 7th, she has to be very careful and have to really maintain a certain motivation. People under those numbers or on that period of you might be in a 7 year or a number 4 year or a number 2 year or different years that resonate with that seven energy have to be very careful, and they must stay motivated. I always encouraged her to stay motivated. Listening to motivational speakers, very important. If you know you're feeling down, doing positive affirmation. Good books to do that is the book I have here on affirmation. I study this constantly, so I'm constantly studying and reevaluating myself. Even books like let's say The Secret. This book is called The Secret. It's a good book to read because it has good affirmations in it. Anything by Ian Levanzant, like Acts of Faith, anything watching people like Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Zig Ziglar, White, Tony Robbins, anything to keep you motivated is very important. So if you're suffering from any form of mental frustration, mental depression, you have to stay motivated. And sometimes it's the cause of the male or cause of a female in your life that cause these type of problems. As a numerologist, like I said, my book is called Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. That's my book. And I touched on that, but I also give you references in the back of the book. Even Lloyd's book is good. Numbers in You. Also, for children that might suffer from mental depression, you can find out more by looking at my book, Numbers Are Simple. Children's health is important. And that's on Kindle. And that is also on Amazon. It's very important, family, because there's a lot of people that is suffering from that, and a lot of people are suffering from it from due to holiday seasons because their family ain't around. They lost a mother, they lost a father, or their father and mother didn't keep them. It's very important that you understand them. Big up to my cousin in Jamaica, Paulette Walters. Love you, and send my love to everybody, of course. Her twin brother his name is also on my altar here because I learned a lot from him in my past when I was younger, and it's also, like I said, certain numbers resonate with that, but the ones that resonate with mental depression, mental fatigue, mental frustration is number 7, number 4, sometimes number 5, also number 2. A lot of people got to understand that. And it ain't, I tell people that, a lot of people might think this is pseudo, like Nathaniel Irving's. You might think it's pseudo, but remember, numbers, all of y'all depend on numbers. Even the phone that you call, even the frequency that you're on here on Facebook. A lot of you depend on numbers. And you can think it's pseudo, but I tell you one thing, Nathaniel, if you really studied and check out, even me reading your name, I can tell certain things is going on in something that has went on with your family that you have to resolve within yourself. I already know just by looking at your name, and I know you love your freedom. I know you love all of that. I can tell, and you really need to check yourself with certain things, my brother, and really study. Because I'm a person that don't play. I put this live up because I was concerned with my friend who actually checked herself more likely into a mental facility, and I've spoken about her, and I won't say her name. I've spoken about her numerous times because she has checked herself in a mental facility here in New York. And like I said, that number 7 really shows what the real deal is. The number 7 really tells you that you got to be careful and stay motivated. That's why when I used to study with Les Brown, the motivational speaker who was married to a great Gladys Knight, that brother there really encouraged and helped a lot. During one of either my 4-year or my 7-year, I tried to commit suicide. Personally, I tried to do that. But what had happened that day at the club, and this was at Temptations, and a lot of people don't know this because I don't tell people this. It was at Temptations, and I was going through some down times with my family and all that, and my children and my wife and my at that time. And a lot of people don't know what I went through. But during that period, that's what makes me understand about numbers. Because during that period, I was going through the 4 energy, and I was in my 7th year at that time. And I was really depressed. And a lady came up into the club, and I never seen that lady again. Came up to the club Temptations at that time while I was on Church Avenue, Flatbush. And believe me, I was contemplating hanging myself in that club. Contemplating this. Tears is coming because I remember what was real. I was contemplating taking my own life at a club so the world would know, because I was a big MC at that time, back in the 90s, late 90s too. I remember it. I was going through stuff with my wife at that time, my second wife at that time, who had 4 children, going through a lot of stuff. So I know I was going through a mental depression. And this is very important that people know. When you go through mental depression, you have to seek help. If somebody feeling suicidal, they have to go to a suicide prevention. It's very important that people understand this. And notes point this out to me. A lot of things pointed out to me. Even my friend McCabe Judge, she's now writing a book on mental depression. So I got to respect for what that sister's doing. But back to what happened at the club. I was contemplating hanging myself at a club years ago. And like I said, I was going through a depression with my second wife at that time, and she has four of my boys, and I was going through a depression because I didn't think people cared. They was just doing stuff around me I didn't understand. But it was just that time I had to go through it, but I needed the motivation. I needed the motivation, and this sister came out of nowhere, and I know it was an ancestor, an angel, they might say, that was sent to me at that point, and said, "Are you Brother Simon?" And the sister, I said, "Yes, I'm Simon. I'm Simon Templar." At that time, they was calling me Simon Templar. I said, "Are you?" She said, "Are you Simon?" I said, "Yes, I'm Simon." She said, "I just heard your name on the radio, and the brother on the radio said that you're a good brother. You should go and check him and go talk to him, and he'll help you in any way to help rent out a club for your baby shower or something like that, or anything you want to do." But that sister don't know what she really did for me when she came and said that to me. Up to this day, I don't know that. I don't know her name. I don't know her number. I don't know. She never came back to the club. But she actually really told me. She actually really told me and helped me overcome that depression at that day. I'm telling you, depression is real. And when you're going through those number 4 months or 4 years or 4 days or number 4 or 7 months or 7 years or 7 days, if you're going through those months, you got to be very careful. Stay motivated. Stay focused. Listen to, like I said, motivational speakers. Get affirmation books to keep you motivated every day. Preferably listen to motivational speaking at early in the morning because your brain waves is at a high frequency early in the morning. You got to do this. And I'm saying this because one of my dear friends who I've known since I was 18 is now suffering again from mental depression, and only due to what has happened to her, what her mother has done to her, what her father has done to her, what her baby father did to her. She's only going through this continually because she hasn't decided to step and understand this from a higher level. And I was trying to break it down to her so she can be aware. But now that I called her for a birthday and her ex-boyfriend tells me, boom, she can't be found. She can't be found, and she might have gone through some depression. So what you supposed to do to her? What are you supposed to do for her then? You know she's going through a mental depression, not only because of issues in her family, but through issues for other people and all that kind of stuff. It's a real thing to go through. And I wish some people would understand that. I wish this society would understand, because a lot of us are born in a society under duress. So a lot of us have mental issues. Everybody has mental issues if you're born in America or born in the Caribbean. There's rape, there's molestation, all this type of stuff is going on. And we take a blind eye to it when it's real talk. That poor sister, and I'm just venting because of that poor sister that I knew for many years is going through this. And on her birthday, she's disappeared, apparently in a hospital. At least she always had enough sense to check herself into a mental hospital. When she was here in New York, she checked herself into a mental hospital. Now, wherever she is in Ohio, she checked herself into a mental hospital. And the boyfriend that she with could not help her. Could not help her. Like I said, I'm not going to say her name, but I know my cousin know who she is. And Paulette is on the line right now, watching all the way from Jamaica, Jam Down, Spanish Town. And it's real. It's real. So I'm meditating on her. I'm praying for her. And I want you to really assist those that might be going through a number. That's why I study the numbers. Because, like I said, this numbers is our thing as original people. Before Pythagorean got it, before anybody else got it, it's ours. We built pyramids. We built Luxor. We built the temples of Timbuktu. Mathematically, we did these things. So numbers is us, you know. And numbers don't lie. People lie, but numbers don't lie to me. I don't care who you are. If you give me the right number, I'm like a GPS. I'm going to guide you to the right place. Now, I don't know about them Jamaican GPS. You put a Jamaican GPS, you might get lost. I remember using a GPS in Jamaica and it was all messed up. It said, where y'all turn y'all for? No, turn over there, turn this way. But, okay, enough of the jokes. I can't joke about that. But just to lighten things up, because I'm feeling kind of down about my sister going through what she's going through, and I'm feeling kind of down, and I didn't feel well. I didn't feel, my spirit didn't feel good hearing that she might have checked herself into a mental facility. I didn't feel good. So brothers and sisters out there that may be watching me, that may watch me in a few, if you know anybody that needs my help through numerology, the numerologics and study of numbers, please give them my number. Don't be afraid to do. Don't be afraid to give them my number. I've helped numerous amount of people just by the readings that I've given them, and I'm not one of those people that give you all the fluff. I don't give the fluff. I give you the negative and I give you the positive. I give you the negative because I need you to understand how you have to offset this. It's not microwave, people. It's not microwave. Resolving issues and getting things together in your life, in your personal life, in your immediate surroundings is not microwave. You can't just push a button and then wait 60 seconds and wait for it to heat up and then it's over. You've been put into this position, not just from slavery and colonialism, but through your family's DNA, through your family's cycle stuff that keep on coming back. A lot of it is cycle. Molestation, rape, all that stuff is cycle. It keeps on coming back if we don't break the cycles. So look, I just was making a brief video. I just had to go here because my friend, she's in Ohio. She can't be found. They say she's suffering from a mental frustration and mental lapse, and her ex-boyfriend ain't finding her. He ain't going because he's ex. Yeah, but you used to sleep with this woman. You used to lay with this woman. You might have to apologize for that woman because she left you because she told me she left you a month before. She did tell me. But he don't understand that women like her needs to be handled very gently. Women with mental depression issues need to be handled very gently because a lot of stuff has happened to them. That's why they are going through what they're going. And it's not going to be easy. They need to keep on fostering positive affirmation in their spirit and in their soul. And if they need to check out certain people that can help them, then look, go to the Queen of Fools. Go to the Queen Neats. Go to all the great women that can help you in this operation. But I do implore all women that are going through mental depression, all men that are going through mental depression, seek help. Seek positive guidance. Seek affirmation, positive affirmation. Listen to motivational speakers. Stay focused on the goal. And love yourself much and realize that if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. And the only way you're going to do that is have more understanding of yourself. And like I said, numerology is just one of the modalities that help guide people. That's all we do is help guide. I don't take you away from your religion. I don't take you away from your belief. I don't take what you know. I don't take you away from none of that. I'm just here to show you what you intuitively already know and remind you that it is what it is when you get that gut feeling that you're supposed to be doing what you do. I've proven this. I've observed it. I've studied it. I've studied it for over 10 years. I've studied with Lloyd Strayhorn. I've studied some with the best people. I've studied some of the best books. So I'm telling you, this stuff works. And it's ours. It's not pseudo, like some people like to say. It's not pseudo because it's a science. It's a science to the metaphysics. It's metaphysics, but it's a science to it. So I love and respect all of you. And please be aware and check out your children also because they go through mental problems too. That's why they start going to their peers and all that and run into friends and then get molested by friends or getting molested by older gentlemen. Check out all people. Check out all the people. If you have children, grandchildren, nephews, nieces, and they're born under certain numbers, I can show you what to do and identify that so you be able to be on the lookout for what they might pull in towards them. Because sometimes a person with natural love, children especially, the older individuals don't understand that their love is so natural and they take advantage of that love. And it has happened to children being molested from young. And this is what we have to recognize. And I broke that down on Black Magic 363 one time. And I broke it down, I broke it down on Black Magic 363, which is our brother Rich. So Google me, King Simon and numerology, and you see me breaking it down. So I love y'all. Stay focused, stay positive. Paulette, you know I love you, my cuz. Lisa, big up to you all the time. Nikki, what up? Sean, what's up, man? Of course, Mayobi, what's up, girl? Long time no see. I need y'all to stay focused. And you see mental depression at any point from young to old, help them, guide them, influence them, help them to be motivated, so they don't lead themselves down a crazy road and hurt themselves in any way, or even they might have to check into a mental facility. That's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes that's how it is. So one love, one aim, one destiny. And please go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. King Simon Productions right here on Facebook. King Simon, MC Simon on Facebook. King Simon Productions on Instagram. And King Simon Prod. King Simon Prod. Nathaniel, big up to you, brother. You really brought something out of me just by the stuff you said. So enough respect. Remy, what's up, girl? Always good to see you. Thank you very much for hitting it up. Thank you very much. And I'm out of here. Peace.